It's a Turkish diplomatic passport issued in the late 1920s. Here's the face page. Here's the interior page with the introduction of the individual who owned the document and his photograph page. Nice Bulgarian visa issued in 1922. An Italian visa. A German Weimar Republic visa issued in Turkey. A Czech visa, an Austrian diplomatic visa, a Royal Yugoslav visa, a diplomatic visa from Switzerland, number of entry and exit stamps, more entry and exit stamps, and some last stamps in the rear of the passport. There's an unusual Turkish passport from the early 1940s. It's actually for a Jewish fellow named Eddie Franco, Raphael Eddie Franco. Here's his demographic information. He was actually emigrating at the time into Palestine. You can see his photograph here, and there's some very interesting visas and transit stamps. The first one I point out is this one, which is signed by E.W. Whittle, who signed a lot of these visas in Istanbul for transit into Palestine. He saved a lot of people. Here's a transit stamp from Istanbul to visit Syria, travel through Syria, then into Lebanon, and then into Palestine. Here's a Palestine migration certificate. Here's an entry stamp into the Nakura crossing into Palestine, and another Syrian visa with revenue stamp. All in all, this is an extraordinarily rare and important document. So my followers requested a Turkish passport, so you request and I will provide. This is one from the 1950s, and it's for a commercial businessman, Osman Talat Erler, who actually traveled back and forth to Germany. He was from Istanbul, and here's his photograph. And what's interesting is when he travels to Europe, he actually has to have visas that are signed by the Allied High Military Government, like this one with a revenue stamp associated with it. And here's one entry and exit stamps to Munich in 1950. Here's a Turkish renewal and revenue, another Swiss visa. Here again is the Allied Military High Government stamps on both of these pages for visits to Germany. Another Swiss visa. More Allied High Military Government and Swiss visas. All in all, a very wonderful and interesting document.